Hi there, welcome to the channel. So it's New Year's Eve and I thought what better time to do kind of like a recap of like the channel and a huge thanks to me if you've like watched a video, liked or commented or just engaged. Yeah, huge thanks to me. You're a bloody legend. Thank you very much. Good stuff. So with that, grab a drink of your choice and yeah, come hang out with me if you want. And I'm just going to go talk about a few things like, behind the scenes and, talk about some games. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about all the games. Oof, that is a lot. So yeah, don't worry, it won't be all of them. But yeah, come on down and hang out. Yeah, so the first game I played on the channel was Driving Home. You're not settling here, are you? I need a mouse. You can't settle here. Right. Hi, and welcome to Cat Dad Gaming. Today I'm playing Driving Home. But it wasn't actually the first game I recorded. I think Driving Home was like the third or fourth that I'd made. And yeah, so on top of those videos being pretty bad, I was kind of a bit embarrassed and I was a bit nervous. I was a bit nervous. So I didn't upload them, which is kind of weird now because like I don't really have that as a feeling. But yeah, the first few videos made me so uncomfortable that I just didn't upload them. And they're like on my old computer somewhere. I'll see if I can find them at some point. Yeah. So my first advice to anyone who wants to like make a channel, or if you're doing artwork, whatever, just post your stuff. Try and get through your mental wall. It's worth it. And to be brutally honest, your first videos are kind of gonna suck. But like, even if your first video is amazing, there's a lot of talented people out there. I'm not gonna say your video is gonna suck, but by your own standards, your first video will suck when you come back to look at it. Your future standards will keep evolving. So yeah, don't worry about it. Go release your videos and it'll all be good. So yeah, I gotta say, thank you, Driving Home, for, yeah, thanks, Driving Home. You got me to release my first video. So yeah, one game I want to talk about is Strange Toilet, which is a really awkward game for me on the channel because it was the first game I didn't like. And I don't want to be rude to people who've made games because, it takes a lot of effort to make the games. And I know it's, it's your project, you don't want to be, like, criticized and stuff. And I feel people don't like taking criticism for things that they spend effort on, To me, not only did I not like this game, but the game came out when I was really ill, and it used a lot of like toilet humor and a lot of humor that my old man brain just didn't kind of get on with. So it's not the best, probably not the best moods for me to be in. And probably the perfect storm for me to be a grumpy git at the time. Yeah, and also the 3-minute intro probably didn't help.
Okay, go. Bizarre.
Well, that was pretty long intro. Because I was sat there being ill, like, rubble. But when I say I don't like a game, sometimes it's just like, I don't like the humor, or I didn't like a mechanic. It's not saying the games are bad, just, it is games I didn't like / didn't get on with or gel with. So, just a heads up, if your game goes into there, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I wasn't personally on board with it. And looking back at some of these old videos, they're so bad. I like to keep them up as a reminder of the progress I've made on the channel. But on top of that, the equipment I was using at the time wasn't really optimal. You might be able to tell if you watch any of them. Like the microphone. Now I use a nice new expensive microphone. But at the time, I was given a microphone for free. That was basically so I could play D&D online with my friends. It did the job, you could speak on Discord, you can like play games, but it wasn't exactly good for YouTube. And I had to do so much tweaking and editing just to kind of get like the audio to like a level that was acceptable. And it's still really bad. There's only so much you can do. So yeah, if you're ever going to make a channel, go upgrade your audio first. It's so important. But one thing that made me laugh was the microphone had this range where it was like 6 inches or so was its perfect range, basically. So I ended up basically duct taping the microphone to the side of a rum bottle, and I'd have the rum bottle just off camera so I could get that kind of perfect range. Good time. And oh yeah, the camera was another issue because it's on the floor. It's on the floor and it's stuck under the chair. But the camera I was using at the time, it was a webcam that my fiance picked up for working from home, like call meetings for when you were had to do that during the pandemic. So it wasn't like a awful camera, but it was like a €30 webcam just so she could have meetings. And like, it did the job. It wasn't awful. It's obviously not great, but like, it did the job until it died. And then it like the cable was loose and it started flickering. So thank you very much, webcam. You did your duty well. Rest in peace, camera. And the other early videos have other issues like framing and talking to the camera, I didn't realize how awkward it would be to talk to the camera. Pretty introverted, so I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't realize just how bad it was going to be. And I think the very first 3 videos I made that I didn't have, like, I was playing and I just like wouldn't talk for like 20 seconds at a time, which, isn't very good if you're trying to make something entertaining. Yeah, and it's taken quite a long time to learn to talk on camera and to try and be natural. And I would even say at this point, even like a year on, I wouldn't say I'm quite natural on camera. It might be because you're splitting your attention between playing and trying to talk. I think I can get better at that, but still, a year on, I don't think I'm quite like natural. So early videos suck, sorry. But if you want to watch them, they're quite funny, they're a bit cringy. So going to talk about a couple of games now. So the first one I want to talk about is Open Your Eyes. It's like the 3rd or 4th video I played on the channel. And I have to say, this was the first truly epic game I played on the channel. I fell in love with this game. It's so good. Everything is awesome. It's got like top tier artwork. The voice acting is just sublime. It's incredible. The voice actor did such a good job that they helped set up the atmosphere, the creep factor. It is such a good game, and it's such a shame I played it with like bad audio on my part. Yeah, like if you haven't seen Open Your Eyes or even played it, go play it now. Go pause the video. Come back to this though, please. Go play the game and then come back and leave a comment on like, saying how good the game is, because it's truly like such a good game. I hope you play it. This so I'm gonna talk about The Shadow over Route 80. It was an interesting game. It's really good, actually. It had good jump scares and good setup. It's really creepy, actually. Go watch that video or play it. It's really good. To me, it's kind of a special video because it was the first video I made where I didn't particularly feel embarrassed about uploading it to YouTube. So you could say it was like the first video that I didn't mind mentioning to like my friends or family, which is pretty neat. So I guess like for me, it's the first video that really passed my own personal cringe meter, or like my cringe bar. And it's really interesting because like I've gone back and watched the video and it still makes me cringe now. But at the time I was like, yeah, I'm cool with this video. I like this. So it's really interesting for me to see how the goalposts have moved for like my own standards of a video, how they keep getting higher, which I like because, I always want to continue and improve my video. But yeah, Shadow over Route 80, you're the first video that passed my cringe test. Good stuff. Thanks. Oh yeah, Dark Hotel. This is going to get an honorary mention. Just before being the first game on the channel that gave me a jump scare that literally made me like, not literally, but made me shit myself, gave me a heart attack, all in one horrible combo packet. And the worst thing is, it wasn't even the game. I'll show a clip.
6 seconds. Oof. You scared the life out of me, Sasha. Oh, yeah, you scared the life out of me. Oh, that is the most effective jump scare I've ever had. Let's take this.
Yeah, first time on the channel where I had a jump scare that really hit me. Good stuff. All right. Oh yeah, Elevator Dread. Yeah, it's a cool game actually. You get like stalked through a building and there's like a monster chasing you, or kind of chasing you. But for me, it was a good video because it was the first video where I got my new microphone. My new expensive microphone. It wasn't too bad, but like, it's not cheap. But yeah, like you can tell even in that video, I don't have the settings dialed in yet. But if you can compare like any video from like the later half of my catalog of videos to like the first 10 or so. Yeah, and I have to say, a good microphone is a good investment because, if you want to make videos, you gotta have good audio. And it doesn't have to be a stupidly expensive microphone, but you gotta have like good audio for a video. It's so important, Oh yeah, okay, Scarlet Hollow. I'm going to briefly mention like a couple more games and then I'm done, don't worry. But yeah, Scarlet Hollow has to be one of my favorite games, not just on the channel, just in general. It's such a good game. I really love Scarlet Hollow. If you don't know it, go watch it. It's on the channel. Highly recommend you play it. It's a really creepy visual novel with everything's so good about it, but like everything about the game ticks my box for what I like in the game. It's so good. Like go play it. I don't think I would be lying if I said it wasn't one of the reasons that I made the channel to begin with. Yeah, it was a game that I like bought before the channel and I played a little bit and I was like, no, I'm going to stop. I'm going to come back and I'm going to play it just for the channel. And I was really excited. Still excited, like it's only got part 4 out yet and there's a couple more parts to come. So I wish I could fast forward time to be at the next chapter release date, but I'll just have to wait till that's out. But yeah, Scarlet Hollow. Oh, okay, the ball pit. So I've got a list. I've got like a mini list I typed out about what I talk about. So the ball pit, it's a really cool game. Creepy ball pit monster. You can kind of like get the gist from the title. But It's really fun. It's really creepy. It starts off using music from Undertale that I was like, ooh, I know this song, which I really like because, yes. But yeah, I like Undertale. I caught the music really quickly and I was like, yeah. But yeah, this is probably the first video that actually took off on the channel. Maybe not the first, but the first that took off and I was really happy with because, I mean, at the moment it's sitting at around just over 1,000 views or something. I don't know the numbers, but I mean, for a big channel, 1,000 views for a video is still pretty low, but by my standards, 1,000 is really big, and I was flabbergasted when the game came out. It really like blew my mind, and I was there just like, I'd refresh it and be like, oh, 100 views, and then like an hour later it'd be like 300 and 400, and it just snowballed, and I was really excited. I've had a couple other videos that like blew up by my standards. Like I said, by other standards, like, only a couple of thousand views would be nothing, but to me they're really big views. But the other videos that took off were things like Garten of Banban or Poppy Playtime, and they've got big views, but I also feel like the games are such big names that they were so popular by themselves that they probably drew in a lot of the views. So to me, the Ball Pit did a lot of its own work. Maybe it's just because it's like a cool thumbnail, but yeah, it was good stuff, and I was really chuffed with that video. Oh yeah, the Demonologist. Yeah, good stuff. Love the game. One of the creepiest games I played on the channel at the time. So the first time I played Demonologist was by myself. And for some reason, it was bloody terrifying. It's a creepy game, but considering I'm playing creepy games all the time, the game hit differently. Like, I was terrified, and for some reason it got under my skin, and I was really nervous playing it. And then, annoyingly, I played it with friends, and then it instantly switched from being spooky to, like, fun, which is a cool trade-off. But it was like, I played one game with my friends, and I was like, what the hell made me scared? Like, I have no idea. But yeah, I really like the game. I've got, like, plenty of hours in now. So, good game, good video, cool stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Radio Signal. Radio Signal was made by the same people who made Open Your Eyes, and it is legit S tier. If I was making a tier rank, Radio Signal would be S tier. I would say it's better than Open Your Eyes. Well, it also uses quality artwork and voice acting. I like the story is really cool. It also made me a little bit emotional. Such a good game. I'd like, when I say it's like one of my favorite games, I'd put it like one of my top 3 kind of games of the year. As far as doing a ranking, I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to be like mean and be like F tier for games. But yeah, Radio Signal, so good. Check it out. 100% good game. Buddy Simulator 1984. What an absolute gem of a game. I think it might be one of the best games I've played this year. And when I say best games of the year, I don't mean just on the channel. I mean out of all the games I've played, even my own Steam collection and stuff, like, which was a lot of games. Yeah, so I think Buddy Simulator might have been one of my favorite games this year. I'd recommend it to everyone. Go watch it, go play it. It's so good. One of the best games of the year for me, even though it came out a couple of years ago. Good stuff. Love it. Confabulation Homestead. Yeah, so this game is like a new genre for me. So if you don't know the Confabulation Homestead, it's basically like a live spot the difference kind of game, but with like spookums and aliens and stuff. I thought I would hate this game because like my short-term memory for items is pretty bad. Like I like put down my drink on the side, and then like I lose it and it's next to me. Like I lose my glasses when they're in my hand, so stuff like that. So yeah, I would genuinely say if I had to say what my superpower was, my superpower is losing stuff. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this game. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would. So yeah, it's a nice surprise for me. And yeah, I would actually say it was definitely one of my favorite games of the year. Probably one of the favorite I've played on the channel. S tier. 100% go play Confabulation Homestead, and yeah, I probably will start playing more games like Observation Duty just because apparently I like them. Okay, my last ramble. Don't worry, this is the last ramble. So for December, I really wanted to do like an advent calendar sort of thing where I would release a video every day, and I was planning on like making like a really bad cheesy intro where like I'd open a door or something and a video would pop out, but like the thought came to me too late, and I just couldn't really implement it on the channel. So I did the next best thing, which was no intro, and I basically made a video every day for like the 13th onwards. So if you're wondering why the video like release dates changed and we're increasing, that's why. So next year, if I have time or if I remember, I'm going to try and make this like cheesy advent kind of like system or setup for, for December, because I like it, yeah, and surprisingly, I found that there wasn't too many like Christmassy or like, festive horror games. Like I was expecting that there'd be like a flood of them. There was quite a few, don't get me wrong, but I was expecting there to be like every choice on itch to be like Christmas, Christmas, Santa, Santa. But yeah, you know, there was a lot, but I was expecting more. But yeah, so that takes us up to like the end of the year. So yeah, I've had a blast making these videos. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of them. Although I have to admit, some of the early videos are pretty awful. Sorry. But go give them a watch. They're pretty fun to watch from a cringe point of view, or just to compare. Yeah, and I might try dabbling in a few other types of videos in the future. Like, I think I might pick up like a green screen, and I might make some other stuff as well to go with some of these horror videos. Because I also realized that I spend basically all my time watching things like video essays on YouTube. So I thought, why not make some like related to games or with horror or something? So I think I might try and like make a couple of those in the future and see how they go. Yeah, that was 2023. Had some ups, had some downs. So yeah, I hope it was a good year for you. And if it wasn't, I really hope you have a better year next time around. Yeah, if it wasn't great, I hope you have a better 2024. I've enjoyed making these videos, and I think you know, I'm gonna enjoy making more. Yeah, I have to say thank you once again for watching them. I hope my videos get better, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, and thanks for everything. And yeah, I hope I'll see you again next year. And with that, I hope to see you again sometime soon. Take care. Bye.